Update 5 for Forza Motorsport is officially here, so today I'm going to be telling you all the details that you need to know about the update. But before I start, the Forza support Twitter did post a little bit after the update saying about the removal of the 2015 Ferrari 488 GTB body kit modification, and players who already have the upgrade installed will see the kit updated with stock parts. And as a result, all players have been gifted the 2020 Acura number 6 ARX number 5 DPI race car via the message center. That's one of the hypercars, if you didn't know, like one of the endurance ones that you'd find in the WEC. So I'm going to be going through both new content and the bug fixes changelog for update 5. And remember, the car progression changes are not in this update, they are in the next month's update, which is going to be update 6. Okay, so let's get started with the content. First of all, if you're on PC, on the Xbox app, it's going to be approximately 8.7 gigabytes is this update. Steam will be a similar but not exact number of storage for it. Just bear that in mind. So, as with an all new months, we have a new track. It's the big one. You finally have it. You've been asking for it. Nürburgring Nordschleife is here. It's the standalone Nordschleife and full circuit GP combined. You get the full thing. So that is now in for you to race on. As for new career events, we've got the featured tour called Ringer Tour. Now, there's some overlap here with some of these career events when it comes to time zones. So it's going to overlap between PT and UTC, so basically everyone else for these next few things. So the featured tour Ringer Tour is going to be available from February 14th from 4 PM PT, or February 15th for everyone else 12 AM on UTC, and that will run to April 2nd 4 PM PT, or April 3rd 12 AM UTC. Now for the Showdown series, there's a few of them. First of all is the BMW M, that starts February 14th on 4 PM PT, or February 15th for 12 AM UTC. The Audi Sport Showdown series starts on February 21st from 4 PM PT, or February 22nd 12 AM UTC. The Mercedes AMG Showdown series starts on February 28th 4 PM PT, or February 29th 12 AM UTC. And finally, the Porsche 911 starts on the March 6th 4 PM PT, or March 7th 12 AM UTC. As for Open Tour, going to be German Automotive. That's going to be available from February 14th 4 PM PT, or February 15th 12 AM UTC. And that will run till April 2nd 4 PM PT, or April 3rd 12 AM UTC. And the Open Tour will also include D-Class, C-Class, B-Class and A-Class series. As for the reward cars, for the Ringer Tour, you get the 2022 Porsche 718 Cayman GT4 RS, and for Open Tour, you get the 1974 Porsche No. 1 911 RSR. As for Spotlight cars, from February 15th, you get the 2023 BMW M2. From February 22nd, you get the 2013 Audi RS7 Sportback. From February 29th, you get the 2011 Mercedes-Benz SLS AMG. And from March 7th, you get the 2014 Porsche 911 Turbo S. For those that have Car Pass, on February 15th, you will get the 1965 Lotus Team Lotus Type 35. On February 22nd, you'll get the 2015 Cadillac No. 3 Cadillac Racing ATS VR. From February 29th, you'll get the 2018 Ford No. 98 Breathless Pro Racing TA Mustang. And on March 7th, you'll get the 2020 Audi TTRS Coupe. As for multiplayer in the Spec Series, running from February 15th to February 21st, that's going to be the Grand Prix Rivals. From February 22nd to February 28th, you've got the Mustang Shelby GT500 Spec Series. From February 29th to March 6th, you've got the GTX Sports Car Spec Series. And from March 7th to March 13th, you've got the Forza Proto H Series. For Open Class, from February 15th, you've got S and D Class. February 22nd, you've got X and A Class. From February 29th, you've got R and C Class. And from March 7th, you've got P and E Class. Multiplayer Spotlight Series, you've got the 2023 BMW M2, that's February 15th. The 2013 Audi RS7 Sportback, that's from February 22nd. 2011 Mercedes-Benz SLS AMG, that's from February 29th. And the 2014 Porsche No. 1 Turbo S from March 7th. Let's move on to Rivals. The featured track is obviously going to be the track of the month that's been added, which is the Nordschleife with the 1979 BMW No. 6 BMW Motorsport M1 Pro car, and that runs from February 15th to March 13th. For those that are VIP, you've got Bodybuilder with the 2018 Chevrolet Camaro ZL1 1LE Forza Edition on Mugello Club Circuit from February 15th to March 13th. You also have the Logitech McLaren G bonus stage with the 1997 McLaren F1 GT on Hakone Club circuit on February 15th to March 13th. If you do contribute, I believe you also get a driver suit. Spotlight, you've got the 2023 BMW M2, that's going to be on Laguna Seca full circuit from February 15th. The RS7 will be on Virginia on North Circuit from February 22nd. The Mercedes-Benz SLS AMG will be on Hockenheim National Circuit from February 29th, and the 2014 Porsche 911 Turbo S will be on the Nürburgring full circuit on March 7th. And that's all the brand new content updates for Update 5. Now let's move on to all those fixes, so prepare to listen to me say this has been fixed a zillion times yet again, because there's going to be 83 total fixes in this patch. So let's get started. Under stability for all platforms, they fixed an issue where the game enters an unresponsive state when returning to open practice and featured multiplayer from a suspended state. They fixed a crash that would occur after selecting skip practice, exiting the race and re-entering the event. They fixed a crash that could occur when entering Forza Vista. They fixed a crash that could occur when opening a race replay. Under Builders Cup for all platforms, skipping completed practice, players are now presented with the option to skip practice in the career mode pre-race menu. Furthermore, if the player completes a practice session, the game creates a save point and provides additional options when returning to a series for replaying or skipping complete practice. They fixed an issue in Builders Cup where the series standing list is missing the names of AI drivers, and additional info has been added for projected finishes in the challenge, the grid screen. They've also fixed an issue in the Builders Cup where the skip practice option loads the incorrect time of day of the track into cinematic. As for multiplayer for all platforms, they fixed an issue in private multiplayer where someone driving the wrong way wasn't correctly ghosted and could collide with other players. They fixed an issue in featured multiplayer where players could encounter infinite loading screen when attempting to change their fuel and tyre setup at grid preview. They fixed an issue where featured multiplayer events at Hockenheim had only 3 laps instead of the intended lap count. They fixed an issue where in some feature multiplayer series, Prototype Route series, Vintage Le Mans Sports Car series, some cars utilize different tyre compounds resulting in uneven tyre wear during a race. They fixed an issue in feature multiplayer Forza GT Spec series where multiple classes are displayed when filtering by class. And they've also fixed an issue in Forza Vista where the car model remains exploited after accepting a multiplayer invite. As for free play for all platforms, they fixed an issue in free play where car model names are missing from the drivers list. They fixed an issue in free play quick events where the number of laps returns to the track layout and default when going to an event set up in the pre-race menu. They fixed an issue where load save event setup options appear in free play advanced while offline. The time of day and weather will no longer always be randomized for the next event after a free play race. Your settings will be remembered. They've also fixed an issue in free play where the post-race information on the next race screen is inaccurate when weather is set to variable. For gameplay fixes for all platforms, they fixed an issue where the "do you like this design" and "do you like this tune" post-race prompts are not appearing. In the fuel and tyre setup menu, they've added descriptions for non-race tyres that explain all-weather capability. They fixed an issue where audio sounds were played twice when pressing and releasing the A button on controller in post-race podium finish sequence. They've added an explanation to the fuel and tyres menu that clarifies why tyres cannot be changed while using a rental car. They fixed an issue where the Seeing Stars blue and teal driver suits are mixed up in the driver customization menu. They've adjusted the post-race rewards flow to ensure credits earned are displayed before a new driver suit unlock. As for cars for all platforms, they've introduced a first-time pop-up to the Buy Cars menu that explains the Featured tab. They've fixed an issue in the showroom where the cars have a checkmark despite not being properly selected. For the 2010 Lexus LFA, they've updated the inaccurate car audio. For the 2017 Mercedes AMG GTR, they fixed an issue where the rear tyre width options are displayed in the wrong order after applying a wide-body kit. The 2009 Ford Focus RX, they've fixed an issue where the car's audio sounds metallic and distorted. For tracks on all platforms, specifically for Hockenheim, they fixed an issue where the race day objects clip into the post-race cinematic when the player does not earn a podium finish. For Daytona, they fixed an issue where crew members can appear floating during the Walk the Grid cinematic in featured multiplayer. And for Spa-Francorchamps, they fixed the typo on the Welcome to Circuit de Spa track sign. For AI, all platforms, they fixed an issue where skip lap forces players off track at Suzuka full circuit if they have adjusted their fuel levels on certain X-Class cars. They've also fixed an issue where AI controller takes player off the track at Virginia North when using skip lap or the start of a test drive session. As for the livery editor for all platforms, players are now prompted to save the livery if they attempt to exit the livery editor without saving. They fixed an issue where the game enters an indefinite loading screen after selecting any car within the All Cars submenu of the design and paint mode. They fixed an issue when exiting a search in Find Designs exits the design section of the livery editor. They fixed an issue where upgrading calibers were unable to be painted. For the 2004 Maserati MC12, they fixed an issue where the manufacturer livery partly displays when paint and decals are applied to the vehicle. They fixed an issue where vinyl group sizes can become negative, leaving it difficult or impossible to get them back to positive values. They fixed an issue where shared vinyls created and used by the same author on a car livery will lock sharing on the livery. They've added custom advanced loom to the livery editor when applying decals to a car. They've fixed an issue where the paint wing option would be still accessible when the wing is removed from the car. For the 2018 Acura number 36 NSX GT3, they fixed an issue where the car's shadow would pop in at certain camera angles in the paint car menu. They fixed an issue in apply decals, the vinyl group where created groups do not populate if selected too quickly. They fixed an issue in apply decals, vinyl group where layer count displayed incorrectly in the UI. They fixed an issue in the decal selector where letters and symbols are incorrectly rearranged in the tab lower letters 5. As for PC specific fixes, for Microsoft Store and Steam, they've done some improvements to reduce the CPU spikes and better utilize the GPU, helping to improve frame rate consistency while driving. They fixed numerous crash scenarios caused by multi-threaded rendering. They fixed being unable to use full screen mode when using a PC with integrated GPU. They fixed erratic frame rate after reverting a video setting change. They've improved mouse navigation by allowing the right mouse button to behave like Escape plus B to navigate back through menus. And there's also a note with this saying that there's a known conflict with the free camera rotation using mouse in livery editor and photo mode, and they're looking to address this in a future update. But now players can use the top menu preset views or the right thumbstick on a controller to navigate their camera as usual with the livery editor, and can use the arrow keys or right thumbstick on a controller for photo mode. They've also fixed an issue where PC players would see no performance boost when switching from high quality mode to low quality. They fixed an issue where objects were missing from car reflections in photo mode and Forza Vista. They've added a check for GPU support for D3D12 enhanced barrier feature to application startup. The error code AP205 that corresponds to detecting lack of support. Client will attempt to find a device which has required features and will report a failed to create graphics device modal if none are found. And they've also fixed an issue in the livery editor on PC where zooming in with the mouse wheel scrolls the decal layers as well. As for wheels for all platforms, they fixed an issue causing custom wheel input layouts to reset to their default settings after relaunching the game with both a controller and steering wheel connected. They fixed an issue that caused the first shift LED light on the Logitech G923 to be illuminated when the car is idling. They've improved the shift light LED normalized rev range for the Thrustmaster and Logitech devices. They fixed an issue where the shift lights don't blink on Logitech steering wheels and the car exceeds red line. They fixed an issue where the H-pattern shift is occasionally delayed shifting gears. They fixed an issue where the car steering animation was laggy or unresponsive when using a steering wheel to drive. As for wheels specifically for PC, they fixed an issue where LEDs on the Fanatec Formula wheel were blinking with the incorrect colours and rate. They've improved the shift light LED normalized rev range for Fanatec devices. As for photo mode and replays for all platforms, they fixed an issue in photo mode on PC where non-16:9 resolutions including letterboxing and save photos. Players can now save short race replays when racing against a full grid. Short races should save most replays. Medium races will not save full replays but will save up to 11 minutes. Work to improve replay save length is ongoing. They've also fixed an issue when searching replays or photo galleries by track or track layout would return no results. As for graphics for all platforms, they've improved screen space reflections to handle quick dynamic resolution changes. Finally, for accessibility for all platforms, they fixed an issue where the UI contrast setting does not accurately describe the setting function. They fixed an issue at Laguna's Sega where certain P and X class cars do not follow the driving line with throttle assist turned on. They fixed an issue at Daytona where certain P and X class cars do not follow the driving line with throttle assist turned on. For blind driving assist, they fixed an issue where the AI takeover cue pitch volume setting is not honored during a pit entry if the player enters with pit assist enabled. They've also fixed an issue where the deceleration cue pitch preview does not function properly in the accessibility settings menu. They fixed an issue where the screen narrator reads the acceleration or braking stat changes in kilometers per hour when miles per hour is displayed. They've also fixed an issue where the screen narrator reads no results for this leaderboard are available at this time when entering the leaderboard in Rivals. Some more blind driving assist fixes where they fix an issue where the turn navigator preview does not function properly in the accessibility settings menu while on track. They've added hyphenation for common compound words front wheel drive to the subtitle when inspecting the 2018 Honda Civic Type R during the Builders Cup intro series. They've also fixed an issue where audio cues are present during and after the benchmark mode on PC players where the players are unable to control the vehicle in blind driving assists. They fixed an issue in the quick upgrade menu where the confirm button on the screen always narrates the incorrect status initially. They fixed an issue where the screen narrator does not readily read all the VIP event information in Rivals. They fixed an issue where the screen narrator does not inform players that they are highlighting a new series they have not viewed before in career mode. And they fixed an issue in the showroom where the owned text appears much larger than its UI box while menu text is set to largest. And that's it. That's a whole lot of changes for Forza Motorsport. And I bet they're still not done. That's going to do it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you found it helpful or informative and like to see more content on this one, make sure you're subscribed. I'd like to know in the comments below, what do you like about this update? Is it the new Nordschleifer? Is it something in the single player or multiplayer? Is it a fix that you're glad has improved? And how is Forza Motorsport for you? Has it improved with this update? Are you still playing? Are you not? Let me know in the comments below. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.